Cinco, quatre, trois, deux, one, go. There will come a time where, once I finish these up, I might do both of the D ranks. This run is dreadful already, by the way. It's going to be a 1 minute Yuko. Easily. We can get as low as a 58-second Yuka, but that's just not going to happen. Good Yuka is about 59.50 or lower. $59.5 or lower. This will be a terrible first split. 141.6 isn't terrible, but it's something that it can definitely be salvaged with a good mid game. My text is awful right now, which is fine because it'll just get better as the runs go. I'm gonna try something different. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna do what I normally do here. Told you the text would get better as the run went along. The good thing is, no matter how bad the runs are, they're a world record regardless because they're free. So I'm not actually, like, too pressured. And the split needs to be at the fade out and not at, any other point. I wonder if it wouldn't be worth doing Yoshiki section first. Then we do the swap. Or is there a swap? No, this is B-1. There's no swap here. But I mean during the D ranks. he has more dialogue here because Ayumi's not here. So he basically accounts for all of hers as well, except for like, I don't know, probably I think 2 text boxes, because he usually only has, I think, 4 there, but he ends up having like 10 because expose has to be filled. He has to be more stunned because she's not there to say how stunned she is. And yes, I do realize how bad that movement was. So like I explained a little while ago, the reason why we run the way we run in this fight in Japanese as opposed to English is because in English at the boss fight you get a full heal, so you can take more damage. In Japanese you don't get a heal, you go down to 22 health with that movement and 18 with the regular movement that we would do in English. It's not really any less steps, it's just you take more damage. Like if I went and did an English run right now, I would still make the movement in Japanese that we make in Japanese. Because you still have to move those double tiles anyway. The thing that sucks is that in order to go in and out of an area, you actually have to take a step in to the area and then walk back out. If you didn't have to do that, it would actually be faster when you spawn back to go into the hallway and then turn back around, because you get that one dialogue box out of the way, but you have to take that extra step. And there's no point in doing that because unless you have the lever, there's really no point in going that far. I missed the triple. I missed that triple. I didn't run the Japanese version for so long is because there's those random dialogue boxes where there's no background to the text, and I would always mistime the dialogue because of it, so I never actually played Japanese really. But I also didn't know how much time it saved to actually play it over English at the time. But now I know. So of course now that we know we use Japanese, of course, you just have to get used to the text boxes. And I don't know why them not having a blue background affected me so much. They just did. It's his second text box after they move. Yeah, text box, if I remember correctly, is whether or not you ask if Ayumi is alright or if Yuka's, or why is Yuka blushing or something like that. Also on those text boxes where it gives the noise of you collecting an item, it actually doesn't matter when you close the text box as long as you do it before the music stops playing. You can't move until the music stops playing anyway. This run is not good at all, by the way. It is fucking garbage. Because my text is awful, but just getting a time for right now is all I really care about. It's the same thing for B2. And like pretty much any run can beat both of my D ranks. As long as they're moderately decent. If I do the D ranks, I think I do D2 first because I want to get the fucking Ayumi ending out of the way. God, I hate Ayumi being alive and Yoshiki dead because she's a fucking lunatic. And D2, absolute lunatic. In B2, she dies because I think she scratches herself to death. Like she bleeds to death. In D1, Yoshiki becomes a drunk. And I mean, I technically have times for B1 and 2 because I did Green Spirit, and Green Spirit requires you to do every ending completely, fully, and then do A rank a second time in order to unlock the Spirit, which really does nothing other than play a demo of Corpse Party 0 Rebuilt, which was never finished, which is sad, because I definitely would have played that version of the game. Getting runs for this right now are all I really care about. As long as I have runs that finish, I'll be fine. I think that the way to go. Sorry. Just doing, if I get both both of the rings here today, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, because I streamed for like 4.5 hours the other day. I got 2 runs, and I worked on this ending. I wouldn't have, I mean, I could definitely go back to D1 and 2 just to finish them. For some reason, I always nail those text boxes for no reason whatsoever. I didn't see a single fucking arrow at the bottom of any of them. I mean, there might have been some there for like a few frames, but I didn't notice them. Perfect. 51342, even though I don't need to input it yet. The reason we don't input it now is because when you leave this area, it resets, so... there's really no point in... putting it in, obviously, because it just resets. Whenever I go up top, it moves down, but anytime I try to get it from the bottom, it moves away from me. Five, 1, 3, 4, 2. The code in CPZ is different. I think it's like 41532 or something like that. It's something weird. I mean, I know it's not exactly. I'm pretty sure 4 is the first number or first button you press, but I don't remember the rest of them. I'd have to watch a CPZ run again in order to remember it, obviously. I just never really liked CPZ, but I feel like I probably could go to it and have no issue. Once I practice enough at it. The crazy thing is that there are some games that I practice at more than I actually speedrun, depending on the game. Like if the runs are like for instance, CPZ I think is like the world record's like 9 minutes and 6 seconds or something like that. It's such a short run compared to pretty much everything else that I do. Because I'll do stupid shit like HP1 Flippendo glitchless and get, you know, an 8-hour run, which I was actually surprised that it was only 8 hours. I was expecting it to be nearly 12, and that's why I did it on a day where I knew nobody would be home. So I was never distracted. I almost went the wrong way. It would be nice if you could just walk in and out and not have to put the marble statue in to make this room and expand. Because then you wouldn't have to pick it back up and All that, but putting the marble statue in is required. Because all you would do is you would run up to the next screen and run down. And then you just have the marble statue and so obviously that would be a random time save. Because it would save like 25 seconds or something like that if you didn't have to do something like that. I don't think it'd be 25, but it would be over 10, obviously. It probably would be closer to 20. Because then you wouldn't have to pick this back up. I mean, there's really no reason to test something like that because, I mean, I could. Because it would be a silly ass time save for literally every ending and for literally every category, including all endings and Green Spirit. Because it would save all the time in each ending. I had to do 8 separate playthroughs. I think next year's gonna be more. I'm gonna try to stream more often, do more speedruns next year. Right now I can only do it 1 day a week. Really. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could do it like 3 days a week, but it would, the other 2 days would be late streams. Like 8 o'clock at night for me. least I got 1 gold in this run. One thing I like about that cutscene is that I can like stretch my fingers. Good job, me. That was, once again, as always, RNG manipulation. You may be wondering, hey SMP, why don't you just save before the boss fights? That way you can just finish a run. And to that I say, I think that's dumb. Personally, I don't like dying in a run just to have it on the leaderboard. You know, unless the run's for fun. Which at this point, this game is just for fun, because nobody else wants it anymore. Aside from my, take away the runs that I've done this month, the last time that there was runs done was because like I could save right there. I just go, but I don't really if we don't stop missing, I'm gonna lose my mind. She was going in a way and I missed 4 times. Literally, either of them would have killed her that turn. I probably should have just done double lever. But, whatever. 'Cause, like, I could save right there. I just go, but I don't really know. 'Cause, like, I could save right there. I just go, but I don't really know. But, whatever. I wish I remembered what all these dialogue boxes said, but it's been so long since I've done a B-1 run. Like, I know that, like I said, I know D1 and D2, I know C, I know A, but I think I know C is just an extension of B3. Oh. Well, that ending can be faster than A rank. Interesting. Literally, if I had hit any of those 4 attacks,